going to show you how to make pajama pants. The first thing, you put right sides together, center front and center back. There. I don't need that many pins. It's just to hold it kind of in place. So that's the center back. And that's the center front. And we're going to sew them on 1/2 centimeter basically. And then after you've sewed it, you're going to overlock it. After you've pinned the inside seams, you're going to pin the side seams. Now I don't put pockets on my pajamas. I don't need them there. So my pajama pants will just be sewn up. I've taken a pants pattern that's got elastic at the top. So it's nothing fancy. You can take any pattern that you have. Because the secret of pajama pants is they are comfy, simple and easy to wear. My friend found me this fabric. It's called Fabric Edition Ink. I think it was from Joann's if I remember right. And I just love it. It's got these little skulls on it and feathers, and I think it's so beautiful. Can't wait to wear it. So you're going to sew the middle front, middle back and the side seams together first. Next step, overlock the center front, center back and the side seams. All of that has been overlocked together. I am now going to do the inside leg. So I like to just overlock it while I'm busy, and then when I'm done with the overlocking of the inside leg, then I will sew it. I also like to start from the crotch and work my way out, and then just cut it off and do it again from the crotch to the other side. This way I find I don't have to pin. I'm sometimes quite lazy to pin, and also it's much quicker. If this was a slippery material, I wouldn't have done it like this, but this is cotton, and cotton is very forgiving and easy to work with. And let's do the other side. Again, I will start from the center crotch seam, the center front and back seam, and just overlock my way out. And while I'm at the overlocker, I'm going to overlock the top. Make sure your seam, if it goes that way, then it must go that way in the top as well. Otherwise your seam will go like that and it will actually irritate you. And I'll just quickly overlock it right around. And we are now at the next center seam. As you can see, it folds that way, so this side must also fold that way. And I still have to sew the centers of the inside leg seam, but I am going to overlock anyway, and when I sew it, I will just taper it out to the edge. Next step is to sew the inside leg. And you can start on the one side and go right through to the other side because you've already sewed it down with your overlock. And I'm just doing it on stripe number 1. So the inside leg seam is done. Now I'm going to do the hem. I am doing, let me measure it quickly. It's basically 3 centimeters. I'm putting in a 3 centimeter hem, and that's just a bit more than 1 inch. And you fold it over. You can use your pins, but I'm just using that stripe on my machine. And that gives me 3 centimeters. And I'm going to sew it right around now. And as I go, I just make sure that the edge of my hem touches the foot right there. And I keep my eye on this line. And that way, can't go too fast on this table. That way you will have a perfect hem. Okay, my hems are done. Now it's just the elastic. Now this type of pattern, you can literally, from cutting out to finishing, you can do it in an hour. I have been taping while I'm doing it, and I did cut it out beforehand, but I am now standing on an hour and 10 minutes. But it's just because I've been taping as I was going. So to do the elastic, you zigzag down the side. When I did the elastic, I just sewed, so my elastic touches there. And I sewed on the edge of the overlocking, and that gives me enough space for the elastic to move around. There you can see, and it's finished. Always make sure when you want to pull your cotton out that this is at the top. So I just use the wheel on the side and I move it to the top, because then it pulls out easier and you can cut it. And because I didn't do that to start with, it's now got 2 threads there. So I'm just going to find, there we go. And my pants are done. Let's move this out of the way. And I can show you my pants. Finished. My pajama pants. Ooh, showing you my top. I like how they fit in the back. I like how they fit in the front. I like that it's loose, but it's not too loose. And for now, I will sleep with this t-shirt. This is one of my sleeping t-shirts. And my pajama pants. Like the length. And I like how they fit. And this was done, if I count the time that it took me to cut it out and to finish sewing it, it was in an hour and a half. And I still took time to actually film as I was going, so I'm sure you can do it too. And for that reason, I want to challenge you to go and make your own pajama pants. And if you do, maybe tag me on Instagram at Katinka Ponders, or you can also just leave a message and tell me about your pajama pants. As I said when I started, you can use any pattern. If you have a pattern with an elasticated waist, those are perfect. So anyway, I am very happy with my pajama pants. It was so much fun to make them, and I can even sit cross-legged, so I can actually use them to meditate in as well. I don't have anything else to say. Only thing I want to say is, if you make your own, please tag me on Instagram. I'm Katinka Ponders on Instagram. Leave a message in the comments and tell me what pattern you've used. Like I said, I have a pants pattern with an elasticated waist, and it was just an old one that I always use for everything. But you can literally use any pants pattern, and if it has an elasticated waist, it makes it so much easier. What I also like to do is not put pockets in my pajama pants, because they irritate me while I'm sleeping. I also don't like it to have too much gathers around the hips, because then they twist around and I literally wake up twisted in a knot with my pants. So these to me is perfect. I know some people like satin pants. I hate those. I hate it. I don't mind silk, but satin, it's warm, it's too hot, and it just, I get irritated with them. Like I said, this was about an hour and a half from start to finish, and I was still typing while I was going, so I'm sure you can also do them very quickly. And it's worth it, because then you can make it exactly like you want, in exactly the fabric you want, and it's cute. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please leave a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. We are 90 subscriptions away from 1,000. I am so excited about doing this journey with you, and I want to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed and who have been commenting, and for the rest of you, thank you for coming along and thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. I've just finished my video and bubbles came in soaking wet. It's actually raining while the sun is shining. Baby, are you wet? He came in moaning because he's wet. This explains why it was so humid and hot. But look at that rainbow. Oh, wow. Oh, this is so special. Oh, there it ends. Look there. Wow, let's see if we can get the whole thing. It's raining. And it goes right over. There, you can see it. That is so special. I love it. Hey. Oh, hello.